after 7 years as a trainer, here's why most men quit before they actually get lean. I just had this client. He sent me a message, a pretty long message. I'm like, oh, frick, what's going on? So, a little bit of his history. Newer client. He's been locked in. He has, he's logging his food. He's hitting his workouts. He's doing pretty good. Goal is fat loss. Goal is being able to get more energy, do more with his life, essentially. With him, he is a welder. He is in school. He is working. He's doing a lot of stuff. I have him doing multiple workouts per week. His body, extremely sore, like absolutely fried, but he's been doing them. And I'll send him reminders. It'd be like 11 o'clock at his time. He's finishing up with work. Hey, dude, make sure you're hitting that gym tonight. And he does. And that's the thing. He actually pushes through. He powers through. He's like, dude, this honestly sucks right now. Like, I'm tracking my calories. I'm trying to get good sleep. I'm doing this. I'm prepping that. I'm hitting my workouts. I'm putting good effort in. He's sending me form videos. He's doing a lot. He's actually like earning his progress right now. And he had this really rough couple of weeks where there's a lot of personal stuff going on. And then on top of that, his body's just absolutely fried. He's a newer lifter, so he's still getting used to that gym. He's still learning his intensity, but he's pushing. He's pushing himself really hard. He's sending me these form videos, and in these form videos, I'm like, wow, I could tell you're not just going through the motions. You actually have some sort of intent behind this, and you are trying to make a change for yourself. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. For him, I said, hey, look, you're doing a really good job right now. We're finishing up our workout phase. We're about to go on to the next one. Your body is in an extreme state of soreness where we are working a lot in a good way, not necessarily overtraining, but your body is under recovered right now, and we probably should take a step back in order to make sure you are healed and you're doing okay. We're going to have a heavy emphasis on recovery and nutrition during this deload week. And he was down with it. We were cool with it. He just sent me a message saying, hey, I want to scrap that deload week. I want to dig deeper. Like, things are tough right now. Things are hard right now. And I feel like it's better to push deeper. No? We should, he said, like, hey, I'm going to hit arms first thing in the morning tomorrow. That's the last workout of his phase. And I want to keep going. I feel like my mental is getting worse, but I am spending a lot of time with like family, and I'm spending a lot of time doing these things, but I want to get better at dancing. I want to get better at drawing. I want to get better with self-defense, and I've been trying to change my body in this process. Shouldn't I dig deeper even though things suck more right now? And to me, that is music to my ears. That is genuinely beautiful. When I hear someone say they want more, they need more, they are trying to progress further, they want this faster, those are all green flags as a coach. Those are things we want to hear. That's things we want our clients to say. I would rather have to pull someone back and force a deload on them, or say, hey, you need to really prioritize your recovery right now. I want you sleeping like at least 8 hours a night with everything you have going on. Take this, do this, whatever you need to do. As opposed to, hey, why aren't we hitting our workouts? What's going on? Are we doing something? Do you still want to lose 20 pounds? Like, what's going on here? So when I get a fat text at, I think it's 11 o'clock his time, and I see, oh shoot, what's going on with him? And I see, hey, I want to do more. I want to push harder. I want to get better. Dude, I just got an adrenaline rush. And it's like, it's time for bed right now. I just got an adrenaline rush, So the problem is most men don't have this drive all the way through. And a lot of them only have it at the start. Now, my client and I, we've only been working together for about 2 months now. And usually that's this 2-month mark, people start to fizzle out. They start to break their habits. They start to break the routine. They start to realize like, oh, dang, this is kind of hard. I don't really want to do this anymore. I don't really want to track anymore. I liked going to the gym when I was motivated, but I don't like going to the gym when it sucks, when my body's sore, when I'm tired from work, when I haven't meal prepped anything for the week, and I'm sick of door dashing Taco Bell to my house every single day. Not a lot of men are willing to actually push past that and rely on discipline rather than motivation. And so many guys think like, oh yeah, I want this body. I want this 6-pack. I want broader shoulders. I want to look good. I want to have the veins crawling up my arms. I want people to turn and look at me when I'm taking my shirt off at the pool or at the beach. But the thing is, it's all fine and dandy, and it's fun to say and it's fun to dream about. But when it comes to actually doing it, why do you think so few people actually get to experience that? Like why do you think when you go to Walmart, when you see a fit person, you're like, "Oh, shoot, that guy's pretty fit." And sometimes it's just like an above average looking person. Like they just go to the gym. They don't even have an insane physique or anything like that. It's like, "Oh, good for that guy. That's cool. That's cool to see that here." Because you don't really see it a whole lot. It's just rare. You don't it's not as common nowadays. And it's honestly, probably getting worse as time goes on for a multitude of other reasons. But when it comes time to actually lose weight and you start losing just a little bit of weight here, and then you notice a little bit of progress, and then you start to get, demotivated, and you start to say, dang, I put this work in for like 2-3 weeks now. I haven't noticed a difference. Maybe I lost like a pound. Like, what's going on here? What's happening? Is this working? Is this thing a scam? How does this work? And a lot of the times it's that you don't put yourself in an uncomfortable enough situation for long enough. I like to tell my clients, we need to put our foot on the gas and we need to keep our foot on the gas. Like we're holding it there. Because there's not really a time to let up, especially when you're only, a couple months in, you're working out, you're pushing hard. We don't really need a full on deload phase yet. Some of my guys who've been with me for like 9 months, 2 years, longer periods of time, sometimes they'll go months on end before we even take a deload longer than 3 days. Like an actual serious deload, depending on what their goals are and depending on what phase they're in and how life is going. But it's kind of crazy because it's super rare for me to just offer an actual deload to one of my guys and like saying, hey, like we should definitely do this. And it's even more rare for them to say, no, coach, I want to do more. Is this stupid? Is this unhealthy? Because there's always a combination. There's always a balance to it, right? Like obviously I'm not going to get my clients hurt. I'm going to make sure they're in safe hands, they're in good hands, and they're not screwing up their own bodies. But when they're in a position to dig deeper and they are ready to break past that mental barrier, that's what actually matters. That's when most people quit, because the physical stuff, yeah, everyone knows, yeah, if you keep working out, if you work out 6 days a week and eat a little bit less and move a little bit more, yeah, you're going to get in better shape regardless. Like, congratulations. Even if you're BSing in the gym, you're freaking eating Twinkies here and there, but you're still in a deficit, whatever. Everybody knows that is how you get results regardless. The consistency is what helps. But breaking through that in hard times, that's the tough part. And a lot of my guys right now, they're experiencing this thing where summer's coming up and they're starting to see like, hey, I notice I'm getting a little bit of progress and then I'm backtracking. And then I'm getting a little bit of progress and I'm backtracking. It's almost like I'm fluctuating between these same 5 to 10 pounds over and over and over. What's going on? And I explained to them, look, it is not that you're necessarily doing anything wrong at first until you realize, oh, dang, I'm not seeing a lot of progress. Let me go back to doing what I was doing. Like, I'm going to get these sugary drinks here, or I'm going to go out and drink this night with my friends because they offered, or I am going to have like 6 cheat meals on the weekend because, yeah, I've lost 2 pounds. So let me have a few cheat meals and now I'm ready to, I've earned my reward. But why am I back the way I am right now? And when it comes to that, I explained to them, look, you can't start to see progress and then just decide, yeah, I've earned my reward. I've earned my balance. Like, you have to see progress. And then by keeping your foot on that gas, by pressing down, by pushing harder, you're not literally just sculpting your body, but you're also sculpting your mind, sculpting your discipline. You're setting a new standard for yourself that most people won't be able to have because they simply can't last. Like there's a certain amount of excitement and enjoyment and fun that comes with the novelty of starting a workout program, of hiring a coach, of being like, yeah, I'm investing in myself. I'm taking this seriously. It's different this year. It's different this summer. There's a certain amount of fun to that. But that fun starts to slowly go away when you realize, like, dang, I'm tired right now. This kind of sucks. We have all these holidays going around right now. There's almost every holiday is an excuse to eat food as well. And when you take a time period especially during like the end of the year when it's just like, okay, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Oh, and then soon after Valentine's Day. Oh, but then St. Patty's Day. There's like every single month of the year pretty much has just this major holiday where we're just going to celebrate food and enjoy ourselves. And but then you also have a birthday, but then you also have like your mom's birthday. And then you have all these other things going on and your buddy's, moving, so you want to make sure you celebrate with him. Like it's so easy for us to just get distracted from the goals that we wanted in the first place. And it's almost like if you're not constantly reminded of why you wanted to start, then either one, like if you're quitting and you know why you started, your why wasn't strong enough. And two, your willpower was too weak because you realize like, oh yeah, this is actually kind of hard. Like, oh dude, I really want to start this business, man. Like I've been thinking about this for years. I have this idea. I really want to start this thing. And then, you make one post, you make one product, you do whatever, and then oh wow, that didn't go so hot. Like I guess I should probably stop. Maybe I should just research for the next 6 years instead of taking action on it. Or like let me search around at all the gyms in my area and see well, do I like these colors or do I prefer something within walking distance or what? It's like, no, dude, just go to the gym. Just get something done. Just actually take action on yourself. And so with my one client, I was super happy to see that. Like I said, I literally just turned my camera on, just started talking pretty much, because this dude got me pretty hyped up right as I was trying to wind down. I'm like, okay, well now I'm excited and I feel like I need to talk about this because there's so many men out there that will say they want something and then they don't do anything for it and they don't try for it. And then when they do try, they realize this thing is actually hard and then they want to give up, they want to quit. Like right as it gets hard, like just a tiny bit of pushback. And when you realize that the reward is just so much greater on the other side, like when you actually go through a little bit of that struggle and you actually hone your mind, you develop these skills, you learn these things for life where it's like, wow, I can do this forever now. And I have this ability. And moving forward in the future, when things do get tough, when they do get hard, I can look back on this time and I can see that, yeah, I was able to grind through that. I was able to push through that. This is nothing compared to when I was dieting down and, life sucked and someone passed away and I was still able to lock in. And it's pretty crazy what you can go through. The amount of things how far your brain can go when you are going through a bunch of crap. And when you come out on the other side and you're like, oh, like, I'm good. I'm alive. I'm still here. I'm still breathing. It makes it so much sweeter. And then when you actually have the result of being lean and saying, hey, I actually went out and achieved what I wanted to achieve, that's when it becomes great. Because when you allow yourself a little bit of leeway one time isn't going to kill you. But when you do it a second time in a row, like you're having that 50-50 debate and you choose to not go to the gym or you choose to not take the healthier option, you do that 2 times in a row, that third time gets a lot easier. And now we're literally just building a habit because every single time you can't control yourself. And now you're just allowing for this leeway and this pathway of digression and not actually being able to get to where you want to get to. So after 7 years as a trainer, start to realize, hey, people's willpowers will just snap after 1 or 2 months. And sometimes you can't want people to win more than you do, if that makes sense. Like others should not want you to win more than you want you to win. You should be your biggest motivator, your biggest driving factor. You should be the one in control in the driver's seat actually doing that. So when you're in that 50-50 position of either making the good choice or making the bad choice, and you take that first time actually making the good choice, everything snowballs. It becomes a lot easier, and then eventually you won't even care or think about the bad choices anymore, and that's how you see true progress and true results. In the end, when things get tough, you have to push through, you have to power through, and it makes you a better version of yourself. If this video resonated with you in any way, please be sure to drop a like down below. There's also a Typeform application as well for one-on-one coaching. If this is something that sounds like you have that, you have that dog in you, you want something to come out, you just need that help, you need that guidance, feel free to fill out the application down below. I'll reach out to you. I'll see what I can do for you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.